Test 2.
Good morning, I am Susan.
Good morning. I am Li Jianxin.
What shall I call you?
You can call me Jianxin. That's what my friends call me.
Okay, now, first of all, I'd like to ask you some questions about yourself. Can you tell me about your study?
Right now, I am a freshman in Beijing University, majoring in English. I attend classes every day during the weekdays, and they include compulsory courses like intensive reading, writing, oral English, and some elective courses as well.
Why did you choose English as your major?
Actually, I didn't do well in English when I was in middle school. Later, while catching up, I gradually found English quite interesting. My English teacher in high school was a great help too. At the same time, English is getting more and more important to China, so I decided to choose it as my major.
What do you hope to do after your studies?
I will see what will happen later, but if everything works out, I want to be working in a travel agency, mainly dealing with international travel, so I can travel constantly from country to country.
Let's move on to talk about your childhood. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in a small town called Baoxian. I spent my entire childhood there with my family until later I went to high school in Chengdu at the age of 14.
Where did you usually play?
Luckily, we lived by a small river, and to the north of our home there was a hill. I used to play with the kids, swimming in the river and climbing the hill. The river was clean, and the hill was covered with beautiful trees.
Let's move on to talk about housework. Who usually does the housework in your family?
My parents share the housework. My mother usually does most of the cooking, while cleaning is normally my father's responsibility. But it also depends on who is busier.
What do you think is the most important household task?
I think cooking is the most important one. Eating is one of the biggest parts of our lives. It is hard work, especially when we need to do it every day. Cooking skills are involved.
Now I'm going to give you a topic, and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you talk, you'll have 1 minute to think about what you want to say. You can make notes if you like. Can you start talking now?
The most popular sport in China is football. You can almost play it anywhere, as long as you have a large enough area. I've seen people play it on football fields, on empty roads, on driveways, and in parking lots just about everywhere. Mostly boys enjoy football. Starting from elementary school until college, boys love to get together and play football. Young men love it too. As for the reasons, I think, first of all, it's very accessible. Almost anyone can play football. You don't need to have expensive lessons or equipment to be able to play football. The second reason is because football is a team sport. Once you play together on a team with your friends, you'll become addicted to playing it again and again. It's so exciting to play as a team and win as a team. Though losing is not that exciting. But it's fun to be part of a team. For me, I used to dislike football. Actually, I'm not that athletic, so I was never one of the first players to be chosen for a team. Later, I learned how to play. It always made me so happy when my friends cheered for me. I finally started to enjoy playing football because I could see that I was able to help the team. Now, if one of my friends calls me to play football, I'll drop everything and play.
Can you describe the typical ways people in your country get involved in sports?
I am not sure how to put that into categories. Anyway, there are probably 3 patterns, I suppose. The first is that people do sports by competing with each other. They find it more fun when there are competitions. The second are those who just do sports for keeping fit. They go jogging, swimming, etc., in the gym or in the roads without any pressure. The final one, I guess, are those who like outdoor activities like hiking, traveling, rock climbing, and surfing. They have fun, and at the same time, they are also doing sports.
Do you think that children should start sports at a very early age?
I think so. Actually, sports should be a part of people's lives, and it is better for children to learn when they are young. Doing sports can help a child to grow up healthy, I think. The only thing is that they should not be involved in any dangerous things or take any risks.
Why are sports very important to people?
Sports are very important to people for a couple of reasons. First of all, it improves people's health, as everyone can see. Then, it provides a way to get away from the hectic life and stop thinking about work pressures. Finally, it also helps people to cooperate with each other and work as a team.
How do you see sports in about 20 years' time?
It's hard to imagine that. I guess that sports at that time will be even more important than it is now. People will need less and less physical power for their daily living, and technology is developing fast with inventions which will replace people for all kinds of work. Then people will absolutely do more sports to keep fit. And there could also be new ways of doing sports.
Thank you very much. That is the end of the interview. Goodbye.
Nice talking to you. Bye.